Good evening. I'm a pizza. They call me a pizza because I get a piece of news from here, piece of news from there, piece of news from everywhere. Then I piece it all together and give you a piece of my mind. When it comes to a woman's right to choose, Republicans are definitely going to lose the midterm elections. And here's why. When we talk about abortion, let me just say this as a single parent. First of all, those congressmen, they do not know me. They don't know nothing about me. They don't know anything about my children or my background. So when I was married and things weren't working out in the marriage, and I already had 2 children, if there had been a third child, knowing what my situation was at that time, there is no doubt in my mind that I would have entertained the thought of having an abortion. So we have to be careful when we are trying to make these choices for other people, because we don't know other people's life circumstances and things that they have experienced or what they're going through when they have to make such a choice. And then for you to say that you don't even want abortions to be legal in the case of rape and incest, it just draws emotions not only from women, married and single, but from men also. Let's think about this. Let's just say that you got a 10 or 12-year-old daughter who gets raped by her brother or by her nasty old ass uncle. She's only 10 or 12 years old, and as a result of that rape, she gets pregnant. You mean to tell me you're going to put that child through that? I mean, you're going to force that child to have that baby? Really? And what about you women and men if you have a wife? What if you got raped? And as your body is going through these changes from the hormones and this baby is growing inside of you, and you are struggling and suffering with morning sicknesses and all of that, because you're being forced to carry a child, not a child born out of love, a love child, but a child that's been birthed, being brought into this world out of one of the most despicable type of crimes possible to women. Can you really face that? And then not only men, to watch your wife go through this, now you have got to raise this child like it's your own, pay child support if y'all go your separate ways. Every day you got to look at this child, just like this mother got to look at this child. I mean, we have to keep this on a common sense level. And I know that when people start talking about abortion, they want to go to some spiritual realm. But I'm here to tell you, okay, in all of the spiritual realms, whatever it is, they all talk about gaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That means some discernment. And in order to do that, you got to have some common sense. So we have to vote like we have common sense. And when we think about those who are out there, I'm not, to each his own. If you're out there cheating, messing around, and something happens as a result of that, that should be left up to you all as to how you want to handle that. I mean, there is no reason why a bad decision that somebody makes in one night should ruin the rest of their life or ruin the lives of those who are close to you, that you love, whom you love. It makes no sense. So we don't need the congressman telling us when and how a woman should choose. And that's just off the table. And it's just not off the table for women, but it's also off the table for men as well. You know, and when I say for men as well, I'm talking about, you know, white men, black men, Asian, Latino, whatever. It's off the table. And the reason why it's off the table, now this is what they've said to me. I get caught up, okay? I don't pay my child support on time. I'm a deadbeat dad. They lock me up. While I'm locked up, I lose my job. So it's a vicious cycle, okay? So when old white Republican men decide that women can't have abortions, they're not only penalizing women, but they're also penalizing the men with whom they have been involved with or are involved with, because somebody has got to pay. Somebody's got to pay. And I understand my white Republican brothers and my African American, Latino, Asian brothers that says that, you know, something's wrong with this picture. If I'm not ready to be a dad, I don't want to be a dad. I tell the woman I'm not ready. You know, let's handle this. You know, I get the money together. I pay for the abortion. It is my expectations that is what she does. But when that doesn't happen, now I'm a victim by circumstance. Granted that the sexual act itself was a mutually agreed upon thing, but at the end of the day, the woman is left saying whether or not the baby should be born or not. And I feel like that's wrong. That's wrong to me as a man. It's wrong to me that the law should be set up that way. If I already got children that I'm paying child support and I'm taking care of, and I happen to hook up with this woman and get pregnant, I know some of you are saying, oh well, okay, price you pay to play. That's just straight up bullcrap. So, single men, married men, you have as much dog in this fight as women have when it comes to a woman's right to choose. Now, we can work on this thing about women deciding to have these babies after y'all done agreed not to have them. That's a different conversation. But for now, I'm here to say that this whole thing about no, abortions are illegal, no, you got to have this baby, I don't care who the daddy is, what he did, whatever, he should have thought about it. You know, these are self-righteous ass people that if anybody took the time out to research their backgrounds, you will find out that they got some dirty stuff too. But in the meantime, I'm here to say, a woman's right to choose is off the table. Peace out.